bit more cooking today. We're going to do a Serbian dish, I guess Yugoslavian, possibly Turkish origin, who knows. I've seen this dish in Serbia. It's delicious, you're going to love it. And we're going to do the basics today. We're going to make the ќevapi, it's called, like little skinless sausages. You're going to need 500 grams, about a pound of minced pork. You're going to need 500 grams of minced lamb. You're going to need a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of black pepper, a little bit less than a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda or baking powder, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. An egg, free range egg. You're going to need the egg white this time to bind it all together. And a little bit of garlic, 2 cloves of garlic. I've got some nice homegrown allotment garlic. And about a teaspoon of salt. Happy days. So, without further ado, let's get going. First of all, let's just get our herbs and spice bits done. Simple. Teaspoon paprika, heaped. Teaspoon black pepper, a good heap. Done paprika, bicarbonate of soda. If we can get into it, it'll be easier said than done. Just a bit of this. That makes the little sausages puff up and swell when you cook them. Probably use more or less of that. Use too much, it'll repeat. You don't want that. So, mix those up. We're going to add those to the meat in a moment. And if you want, you can put a little tiny bit of chilli in there. So let's just spice up a little bit with a little hint of chilli. More than enough. Okay, we'll mix it up here and we'll try and get it mixed into the meat nice and even. You may end up with a hot sausage. There we go. That is now. We're going to need a bowl. Meat in there in a moment. We could also do with grinding up the garlic. Let's do this slightly differently. So you want a couple of cloves of garlic. There you go. Nice homegrown garlic. Shop bought is fine, but homegrown is better. Couple of cloves. I'm not going to go through chopping this up. You know how to chop garlic up, I'm sure. So as if by magic, garlic appeared. Two cloves, fairly finely chopped. Teaspoon of salt, salt will act as a, like sand to grind it up. It'll also draw out the moisture. Before you know it, you've got a nice paste. So as if by magic, I've made some more paste, some garlic paste. Nice and fine. You could buy it in a tube if you're really lazy, but this is easy enough. So there we go, we've got our garlic paste. All we need to do now is get all that goodness off, put it to one side, put that in the sink. We're going to start with our meat now. Simple enough. I'll bring our meat over here, got some lamb. Pork, we're going to combine this in the bowl. Don't need the knife anymore. We're going to take, we need to combine it, but we don't want to pound our meat too hard. So, because you'll end up with a pink pulp if you do that. So, take a bit of pork, sprinkle that in there, a bit of lamb, sprinkle that in there, a bit of our garlic, a little bit of our spicy bits, and build this up in the bowl, easy peasy. Get it in there. Spread it around, get it in there. Now, this is pretty easy to do. What you want to do is combine this together. We're going to squeeze it in a minute, squeeze it all together. And we're going to put an egg white in there. I can add that in a moment. Save your egg yolks for a couple of days in the fridge for another recipe. You could poach it and have it with a bit of bread for breakfast. We'll save that to one side for a second. Right, and I've got some egg yolk on the thing as well. Never mind. Right, combine this just gently. You want to get it mixed, but you don't want to squish it. It's easier to do in the summer when your hands are a bit warmer and the air's a bit warmer, because you'll start to notice you get the fat from it start to build up on your hands. It's not too bad because we've left this meat out to get a bit warmer. Not for ages to go off, but just to warm up from the fridge. So it's kind of quite warm in here today. It's quite nice. There we go. Look, that's about it. We're going to pop this in the egg yolk, the egg white, just to bind everything together. Okay, so we're going to form the little sausages, the ĉevapи, and it's a very simple process. If you've played with Play-Doh or clay at school, you can make little sausages. It's not rocket science. Bearing in mind in Serbia, or Yugoslavia in general, I guess, this is normally served, former Yugoslavia, politics. Anyway, in Serbia, you'd normally have this with a little pile of cubed up feta cheese and red onion, about 10 ĉevapis, and a handful of French fries, chips, hot chips, depending what part of the English speaking world you're in. In England we call them chips. And that'd be your dinner. That'd be your very nice dinner in a nice cafe somewhere lovely. So anyway, let's crack on with forming these little sausages. And then ordinarily you would keep these in the fridge for 24 hours to let all that garlic and stuff absorb into the meat, and it'd be nice. How to make the sausages. A little handful of meat like this, roll it into a ball in your hand. You could leave it like a ball and eat it like that as a meatball. Be delicious. You could make it into a little burger. Delicious, bearing in mind that it's going to, with the bicarbonate of soda or baking powder, whatever you've used, it will swell up a little bit. So if you're going to make a burger, make it very flat. But anyway, we're making proper ĉevapи. You can use this mixture for however you see fit. So roll it in our hand like this. Use a palm to bring the ends in a bit like that. There you go. That's not difficult. Easy peasy. Number one. How many will you get? You'll get about, let's say 30 as a guess, but we'll soon find out. So we're going to do this now another 30 odd times. You get the idea. Between your hands. Easier when everything's a bit warmer. You don't get the build up. If this meat's cold straight out of the fridge, your hands are going to be cold. The fat in the meat's going to be cold. It's going to start sticking to you. You're going to get in a mess. So, we're probably at about 20 degrees centigrade here, which is something else in Fahrenheit. You'll have to work out yourself. So nothing's, it's a nice temperature to work in. Okay, so we're cracking along with this forming of ĉevapi. We're going to put another layer across the top of here, and we'll cook some. We'll keep some out, and we'll put the rest in the fridge to let them infuse the herb and spices and garlic. That's the way you'd normally do it. Keep them in the fridge for 24 hours, 48 hours. Okay, so we're down to our last little bit of ĉevapi mix. We've got a nice plate of ĉevapis. This is the very last one. You can see we've got a lovely plate of ĉevapi ready to go in the fridge. But we're going to cook some. We're going to take some away and cook them right now. So, can't wait for that, can you? Me and the cameraman are ready to Yeti. That's an international play on words. Multilingual play on words. Look it up on the internet. Anyway, all you need to do to cook these, a little bit of sunflower oil, or your oil of choice. You can use lard if you want to. If you want to have a heart attack. Turn it on, get some meat in there. Spread that little bit of oil around. We've got 10, I think. Could be more, could be less. 10, I think. ĉevapis. Get a nice warm pan. Spread that all around. Let it warm up. Bear with me. Let's get these in. Those beauties. So they're actually starting to puff up a little bit with that bicarbonate in there. They're going to take about 5-10 minutes tops to cook. Okay, well these should be cooked now. We just have a little look. Chop one open. Make sure it's not pink in the middle. Look at that. Nicely cooked. Okay. We can put these on the plate. Turn this off for safety's sake. If they want fires. These are kind of warm. Surprisingly enough. And escaping. Okay, like a bit of salad, a bit of feta cheese, little cubes of feta cheese, chopped up red onion, salad, chips. There you go. Beautiful ĉevapи, ready to eat. And you know what? My name's Wayne Starr. I'm in the kitchen, I'm wearing an apron, I'm professional, you can trust me.